right, hello. How's everyone doing tonight? If you are watching the replay, thank you for being here. I hope you had a wonderful Friday. This reading is for the collective Capricorn. So it cannot and will never be able to apply to everyone. There's just no way, right? If it's not your message, that's okay. I'm not going to take it personally. There's so many other tarot readers on YouTube and elsewhere. Find another one who's reading for you. And it could just be that my timeline's a little bit different than yours, right? So if I'm reading something, it could be past, present, future. Even if I'm describing it in a certain way that I'm picking up for the collective, right? So take it as it resonates. You can still get some messages through it, even if every single detail doesn't line up, okay? And if everything is resonating for you, or you just really happen to like these videos, feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that bell button so that you can be alerted when I'm going live. I intend to do a daily read every morning for each sign. So if you want to wake up with me and get a little bit of good intention and positivity for your day, go ahead and hit that bell and we'll do this thing. And of course, I'll have these weekly readings. I just did a meditation, so that is available also. And I intend to do more of those. And, you know, who knows what kind of readings might come out of the blue, right? I'm just here to submit the messages that I receive, okay? So if you're interested in hearing them, I'm here. Make it happen. All right, let's go ahead and get started without any further ado. I did a pre-shuffle. So all I'm doing is waiting for some cards to make themselves known. What message do we have for Capricorn? This reading is particularly for this coming weekend. So it would be March 23rd and 24th. I've got one popping out. And I added a light too, so you know, that first reading I did this morning was a little bit dark. This one even feels a little bit too bright. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you're enjoying it. Tell me where you're from too. I love hearing that. All right. These weekly readings after this one will come out on Mondays or Sundays if I'll be out Monday. Wow, Capricorn, what do you got going on? It's like they're stuck. The cards are like, nah. Is that your attitude right now? Or are you just like, nah? Earlier in my daily reading, it was like, y'all were super fun and energetic. So maybe you guys are out right now and you're just like, dude, I don't have time for tarot right now. And you'll catch this on the weekend. Okay, there we go. All right, all right. Looking for two more. Then we can have a good solid base of what's going on. We can do some clarifiers if needed. Oh, we got three more. I'm going to take them. Why not, right? Okay, all right. So we got about half in the reversals and half just in normal positioning. So for this first deck, I am using just regular playing cards. And I have this little dot to signify, you know, if it's like this way, then it's a reversal. But this Two of Hearts, which signifies the cups, is upright. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I was talking about I'm using playing cards until my actual tarot order gets here. But the spirits were yelling in my ear all week. They're like, get started. Don't wait. So I'm listening. Okay. So I'm just going to show you each card before we really dive in, because I feel like there's going to be a big total message, not just in each card. So yeah, we have the Two of Hearts upright. We have the Five of Diamonds, which is Pentacles, and that's in the reverse, with the Six of Pentacles upright. Okay. That is the Two of Wands, again in the reversal. Ace of Wands in reversal. And that is the Seven of Pentacles upright. Okay. So we got a few blocks going on here, but overall, I mean, it looks like to me a very positive new beginning. Okay. So I just want to start with that. But let's go ahead and get into it. So this Two of Cups here could be a new relationship, whether it's romantic or not. I'm just feeling you being ready for that, right? And the good news is it's coming, man. It's coming. If it's not, you know, if you haven't already met this person, I feel like if you have met them, they're brand spanking new. Like you just met them within, let's say, the last 2 weeks, okay? But if you haven't met them, you might be meeting them this weekend. You might be meeting them tonight, going out and having fun at the club with some friends, and you meet someone across the room, right? I don't know. All right. So with these pentacles here, we had the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Six of Pentacles upright, okay? So, a couple of things here. With the Five, it's like you know what you have to do, but you haven't been doing it. And, you know, a lot of times with Pentacles and stuff, it has to do with like work or the material world, money, you know, things like that. But this to me just feels like general inaction. I don't know if you've been going through maybe a depression or some kind of life circumstance that's just keeping you from doing the things that you are needing to do. So be mindful of that. Look around at, maybe you haven't been doing your hobbies. Maybe you haven't been socializing. Maybe this is your first night out in like 3 months, right? But just inactivity. Reconnect, you know? It'll be good. It'll turn out good. This Six coming out, that's more of you getting into the flow. So, you know, this is like the past, recent past, maybe it's today, I don't know, but it's inactivity. The Six is what you're coming up on. Maybe you've already started it, maybe you haven't, but you're coming up on it. And this is you getting into the flow. This is you getting back into those hobbies, getting back into your normal routine, or, you know, coming to that realization. Maybe this message is for you that, you know, hey, wake up. You know, you've been neglecting something and you know it, but it wasn't really that important in your heart, or you're like, you know, I got all those other things to deal with. No, wake up. It's important. Get into that flow state. It'll get you where you need to go. You'll be fine. You'll be able to do everything else. You can handle it all, if that's what's holding you back. But get back into that flow state and get things going. I believe in you. So that's pretty cool. You got the 5, the 6, and then at the end of the read, you have the 7. So you can see you're progressing along, right? I always love seeing that. That's pretty cool. The 7 in particular comes down to a change. So again, it could be as simple as going from that 5 blocked state to that 6 of flow, right? It could be that simple. It could be that you have another change coming along. I don't know. I can't answer these things for you. All I can do is put out the messages that I'm receiving, and they're all potential, right? So you need to make of it what it actually is in your life. But these are potential energies, okay? All right, and in between all of those pentacles, right? That's half the read right now is pentacles. So maybe that's really where your focus has been, or just overall what you've been neglecting. The the financial aspects, the material world, which to me is sometimes a good thing to neglect, right? But it's time to come back to that. It's time to get your things in order, get your ducks in a row, and take care of business, right? Okay. All right. So in between these pentacles, we have the 2 and the ace, both in reverse of wands, okay? So these are creativity, or it could be the action, again, coming back to that action of that's being stalled, They're both in reverse. So what have you not been doing? There's a few messages coming in. Hold with me one sec. Okay, so we'll dive into this more in some clarifier cards I have coming up. I feel like this is where your major block is, okay? Yes, you have not been taking action in the worldly goods, in your finances, in maybe it's your career as a whole. We already covered that, right? But these are telling me that there's a beginning and a balance within maybe the creative realm, or if you're not, a creative person and it's not that, it could just be that action, right? There's a beginning and a balance within your action overall that's not happening, that you've been preventing. Something has been preventing, right? Maybe it's not you, maybe it's an external force, but you've allowed it to affect you in a way that has kept you here, kept you stunted, kept you where you've been, okay? You're not seeing that growth, or you're not, it's almost like you're not able to move forward. Interesting. Okay. So we'll leave those cards there. I feel like there's a lot of generality there that we can dive into. So the next deck that I have is called Archangel Power Tarot Cards. I was given this deck and I just love it. It's so beautiful. Archangel Power. Okay. And these I like to use to call upon our guides. In this case, Capricorn as a whole, right? All of your guides to show us what these blocks are and, give us a little bit of guidance. That's what they're there for, right? Ooh, that's like 10 cards. We're not taking 10 cards, okay? I like to take about 3 or 4 is fine. Whatever it takes, really. Sometimes it's only 1 or 2, but whatever it takes to get the message that we need. We had divine guidance pop out. That's beautiful. That's what we were talking about, right? That's what we're asking for right here. So that's really just them making their presence known. We're here for you. We got this. This message is for you. Okay, Capricorn. And time is fluid too. So even though this reading is, I'm in the energy of the collective for this weekend, for Capricorns in particular, you might come across this video in a year and it would be really helpful to your current situation at that time. And that's fine. Time is totally fluid. The way that we think of it as humans is really just a convenience for our human existence. It's not the whole picture, okay? We don't need to grasp onto that whole concept right now. I'll be doing some videos on that in the future. How many we got there? Okay, we'll take them. But the point is, you know, if a video pops up, it doesn't really matter when it's from. That might be your guide saying, hey, knock, knock, this one's going to help you. You know, check it out. If it doesn't, cool. But if it does, that's awesome. All right, let's see what we got. So we have the 6 of Michael, and I'll show you guys these cards. I kind of like to go one by one because it's like each archangel giving us a message. We have a 7 of Ariel and the King of Raphael, okay? So let's start with divine guidance. Like I said, this one is mostly just our angels, our guides telling us, hey, we're here. You know, maybe it's your, depending on what kind of faith you have or spirituality that you're taking part in, it's, you know, it could be your deity saying, yeah, I'm here for you. Okay. The card actually says, the search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. Okay, so you're looking for an answer. You're looking for help. Okay, it's very clear. So they're saying consider an alternative approach. What this is really saying is be open. Like look at this angel. He has his arms wide open. He's ready to receive, right? And that's how you need to be. Be open to whatever the universe is trying to give you, right? It might be something totally new and different. But if you're not open to it, you're not going to see it. And you're going to stay in the same place that you've been. Okay? Your guides are here. They're ready to help you. All you have to do is call on them, okay? It doesn't even have to be out loud. It can be in your head. You know, you can say, I'm ready. I'm ready for your help. I'm open to whatever gifts or blessings or guidance or knowledge you might have that can help me in my situation now. Help me move forward. That kind of thing. Whatever words come to you are the right words. Don't second guess yourself on that. You'll be good to go there. It'll be good. Okay. 6 of Michael is the next one. I really enjoy this card because he's up in a boat in the air, like I always think of Peter Pan, right? Okay. And you got the dog there. So not only do you have like an angel guide, but if you've had pets that have passed on, maybe that you had a real deep connection with, maybe they're in this guidance with you too, you know. Maybe their love keeps you pushing on too. It could be. Or maybe you have a pet in real life right now who's alive and kicking with you. And they provide that unconditional love that you need to get through these times, right? Of uncertainty. So the card itself says, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Relocation or travel. Okay. So there is that potential of getting away from your current situation physically by relocating or taking a vacation or something like that. But more what I'm feeling with this card is, you know, with this divine guidance, once you allow that guidance to be there in your life, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. It's, you know, it's the end of whatever suffering you've been feeling or whatever bad things you've been going through. It's time for a transformation in your life, right? And not only is it time, but like it's there. It's ready for you. All you have to do is take the jump. So get ready and take that leap. The next card is the 7 of Ariel. Look at that. And he's got a wand in his hands. You had a couple of wands out. So just coming back together. I love when the cards tie together like that. And it's kind of funny with this card because the guy, he's looking straight forward. He looks real content and everything. The angel behind him, I don't often see like a seductive role between angels and humans, right? But it almost looks like that angel is being seductive behind him. Like, he's not paying attention at all, but she's like super vibing on him, right? I don't know, maybe you have a real life angel that's like super vibing on you and you're totally not even seeing it, right? Let's see what the card says. It says, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, so the words on the card at least tell us more of that same story, you know? That change, that goodness is right on the horizon, right? All you have to do is have that patience. Not all you have to do. Obviously, you got to take that action, right? We've been talking about that this whole reading, the whole 20 minutes. But patience is key also. And if you're not super good at patience, it's a good skill to work on, right? I think we can all work on it. There's never a point of mastery in the human life of patience. There's always another facet to learn about it, okay? So, yeah, wait for that harvest. Work actively towards it. Don't just sit and wait. That's not helpful, okay? So don't hear that in this card. Don't hear that in this reading. Have patience, but be actively working towards it, you know? Actively work towards it and don't expect that it's going to change the next day. That's not how it works. That's not how life works, right? Every once in a while we get lucky and it does, but that's not what's going on here, okay? All right. Last card of these clarifying angel decks, we have the King of Raphael. So look at him. He's on his little rock throne. He's got his angel behind him. Now this angel is a little more translucent. I mean, obviously this guy's a king, so he's come to a sort of mastery that is, it's a place where he doesn't need, I don't want to say he doesn't need the guidance as much, but he's not in a place where he's desperate for that guidance. You know what I mean? He's not in a hole where he's looking for answers or anything like that. He's got the answers. We always need our guides and our angels. So that's, the angel's still there, but it's more of a background piece. It's more of a, you know, like the angel's sitting there like, I'm here when you need me. Let me know. You know, that kind of thing. So I feel like this is the near future. Once you've taken your action, once you've had that patience and everything's coming together, this is you, okay? You got the dolphins playing in the background. The words on the card say, yes, it is safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. That creative passions, it's coming up again. So maybe you are a creative person and that's the thing that you've put off to the side. I did that for a while. But follow those creative passions. If they're pulling at you, go for it. Don't let your fears get in the way. And it also says the ability to accomplish many things at once. So, you know, if you have felt like really overwhelmed, and maybe that's been your block, that you've just been really overwhelmed, and that's why you allowed things to fall by the wayside, right? It's totally okay. That's part of the human experience. But that's going to come to an end, and you'll find a good balance to strike in your life, to have everything, to be doing everything that you're needing to be doing, you know, all of that. So that's great. So we've looked at the current situation, we've looked at blocks. What I like to do now is pull an oracle card. And the oracle cards that I have here are Dear Universe by Sarah Prout. A little bit different of an oracle deck, but I truly love these. Very uplifting, and it's kind of said in the way of a prayer. So it's kind of funny how these things come together. You know, you have the angel deck, and then you have an oracle card deck in the form of prayer. Everything's very centered on guides and on asking for that help, right? It's not a bad thing to ask for help, especially when it comes to the divine. They're always here for you. So Capricorn, let's see what kind of guidance we have for you in this oracle deck. Maybe you want to repeat this this little prayer or, you know, whatever you want to call it, phrase, as long as it serves you. Come back to it when you need it. Whatever, you know. I pull one every morning. It's just a nice way to start the day, right? And they're bound to repeat themselves, but they're so beautiful it doesn't matter. We can always use refresher courses. All right, Capricorn, come on now. In the comments, if you are watching this replay, feel free to tell me what's resonating here, or what's not resonating, you know? Maybe it's a not yet kind of thing. That's perfectly okay. Like I said, you can come back to it when it might apply, when it pops up randomly later. Who knows? Capricorn, stop being stubborn. I know sometimes you don't want help, but one card. Come on, guys. Okay. There we go. Okay. Simple, beautiful cards. Sarah also just came out with a book. So if this resonates with you, her new book has 200 meditations in it for any different feeling that you might be having. So it's pretty cool. This one says, "Dear Universe, allow me the power to inspire and heal others. So be it, so it is." So that's interesting. What this tells me is maybe the key that you have been looking for has really all along been about helping people. How can you help people more? How can you put your creative passions into use, right? Maybe this inaction that you've been having has been sitting on the sidelines of volunteering, or, you know, just taking yourself out of the game there. Or maybe you have, you know, maybe you're in a unique position within your social group or your family to be able to help those around you. Whatever the case may be, feel free to use this. "Dear Universe, allow me the power to inspire and heal others. So be it, so it is." Put it out to the universe, to your guides. They'll help you. They'll help direct you to where you might be able to help others, you know. Dive in deep to yourself and see where your passions lie, and ask them how you might be able to turn those passions into helping others, right? Things like that. I'm not writing your story. All I'm doing is offering perspectives. So you tell me what's going on in the comments. I love hearing your guys' stories. All right, Capricorn. That's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad that you were here. Feel free to like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Brand new to YouTube, so I do have some special pricing going on for my new to YouTube promotion with personal readings and other things. Feel free to email me. The information will be in the video below pretty soon. I haven't figured out how to do that before recording, so I'll figure it out. But feel free to comment, or feel free to send me an email to arrange those services. If not, I'll see you again on YouTube. All right. Y'all have a great weekend. Bye.